never overlook who you have on the schedule. You see what's left for Auburn. After Ole Miss, Chattanooga, Georgia, there's the big one, Charles, at Alabama. Can they get through the schedule?
Well, they can, but you better not look past this week. And then Georgia is playing some lights-out football right now. So you got to take care of your business each and every week and then worry about Alabama when it comes.
Something tells me Zach Etheridge won't let Auburn look past Ole Miss. With the story, here's Katherine Johnson from Auburn.
It looks as though there's a player or two still down.
And I just felt, a little pain go down my back and it started tingling, and then my body just went numb from there.
Wow, Zach Etheridge just laying right on top. Both those guys don't seem to be moving too much.
Those couple minutes I was laying there, I couldn't move anything, so.
The concern now directly pointed at Zach Etheridge.
My injury it's something they never seen, because I had a blood clot behind my C2, and then I had a fracture at C5, so it was like, we don't know how that happens.
Here at Jordan-Hare Stadium, Auburn fans cheered the biggest of plays. But last year, when safety Zach Etheridge was injured, they cheered the smallest of gestures.
I was getting carted off the field, and I just gave a thumbs up just to let everybody know that I was all right, the ones who was praying for me. And I knew myself that I was all right because I was able to move my arm and starting to get the whole feeling in my body back.
In the game of football, one slight movement can be the difference between a win and a loss.
I noticed Zach wasn't getting up, so I was like, maybe he just sitting here, he gonna get up in a minute. But after a while, he still was sitting there, so I just laid there.
Doing nothing may have been the biggest play of his career.
It's like, it was just something inside me telling me, don't move, because he could be seriously injured. And I guess it was just God that made me not move.
And that simple act has spawned an unlikely friendship.
I called Rodney and I talked to him, and we just talked for a little bit, just asking him why he lay there and things like that. And on from there, we just stayed in touch, and we just kind of built a little friendship. That something will always be remembered at Auburn and at Ole Miss.
Before the game, we probably had talked a little bit, but when the game started, it's all focused. It's all the game. We're gonna play our hearts out and then be friends right after.
For ESPNU Campus Connection, I'm Katherine Johnson.
And this is one of those stories that the fans at Auburn have been waiting to come to fruition for quite some time now with the recovery process of Zach Etheridge. He's back on the field for the Auburn Tigers. What do you think it's going to be like for him getting on the field against Ole Miss?
Yeah, it's going to bring back great memories for him. And then also, too, the guys from Ole Miss that were there, they're going to feel that same sentiment. But once the game starts, once they get all of that out of the way, then it becomes Ole Miss trying to beat Auburn and Auburn trying to stay number one. It just gets back to it. You have it in the back of your mind. Once you leave the field, you're best of friends. But when you're on the field, you're trying to knock each other's head off.
And if you heard